some of them do not understand. We women have to get ready. What I mean by that, because we're ready to go deep in here. We're ready to go deep with this now. See, women got to get ready.
Mm-hmm.
We have to be stimulated. Okay, we have to be stimulated. See, because if you don't stimulate us, if you don't stimulate us, those vaginal walls gonna be so dry.
Mojave Desert.
Exactly. You have to stimulate us, y'all. Men, y'all listening?
Yes, we should have opened the show with that shit. Hey everyone, welcome to the Spicy Divorce Party Planner TV show. I'm your host, Spice, and I am a party planner.
Oh, Stella and Mastiel here. Party people.
And today we have a very special guest by the name of Coach Angela J. She's a makeup artist for over 35 years. She is bedroom candy lifestyle consultant, CEO, founder, host of Miss J's Unfiltered Talk Show and podcast in its 4th season.
Yay.
Did I say all that correctly, Coach Angela J?
Yes, you did, sweetheart. Yes, you did. And thank you so much for inviting me. I really appreciate it.
Thank you for being here. You're looking beautiful. We love your backdrop. We love your outfit. We love your crown, queen.
Thank you.
Yes. We're super excited to have you here. We got like tons of questions, and we have some of our viewers who they created an entire list for you because they got a lot of questions about relationships and dating. Mm-hmm. So the first one we want to start off with is, what city are you representing?
I am, as we call it, I am representing Wide Awake Wilson, North Carolina. North Carolina. Yes, I'm representing Wilson, North Carolina.
Oh, welcome in. We have a couple friends in North Carolina too.
All right.
And I'm over here in Marina Del Rey, which is Los Angeles, California, and Delia is holding it down.
Long Beach, California.
That's right.
Wow.
Okay, so go ahead, Delia. I'm going to check up on some of our Facebook people because I know they're watching. You could jump in with your first question.
Okay. Miss Angela, should I call you Coach?
Sweetheart.
Or should I call you Angela?
Whatever you feel like calling me, baby, I'm going to answer to it. We're going to have a good time tonight.
Long as I don't call you late for dinner, right? Okay.
That part, right?
They like that one. Okay.
Yeah, that part.
Okay. Okay, Coach Angela, how's that?
Okay, that's fine.
How long were you a social worker, dear?
I was a social worker for about 15 and a half, 16 years.
Wow. And what made you go into that field?
Well, my sign is a Cancer. So they always say cancer love helping people, right?
The mother of the signs, yes.
Yeah. Yes. That's why I wanted to help people. And I realized this when I was in high school, that this was something that I wanted to do. I really did. I wanted to be able to help people. Now, it wasn't easy. I got to elaborate a little bit. It started out easy, but it got really rough for me I'm talking about as far as departments, because the last department I left out of was the CPS unit, and that was the unit that that part. So about 15, 16 years.
I understand, and God bless you for that, because you know what? I'm just saying, in this time of 2024, we need good social workers.
Exactly. And I look at stuff now, I see stuff on television now. Actually, about last year was a case where they dropped the ball. The social workers dropped the ball.
Mm-hmm.
We ended up with the child being deceased.
Oh.
It's sad. It's sad when you got some social workers. I'm
Thank
not
you.
saying all of them. I'm not saying all of them now.
That's
But
right, people. Right.
you got some social workers that are there, that are there just sitting there taking space and not really and getting a paycheck. You see what I'm saying?
Yes,
Yeah,
ma'am.
well, it's 11 o'clock at night. I ain't going about the house this time of night. That's your job. That's what you're supposed to do. That's what you're supposed
Yes.
to do. And that in that split second, where that social workers in their mind said, well, no, you know what? I just go tomorrow morning. Something could have happened. Something could happen. And they pick up an eye like that. So you got some that are hard as in, like I was one of them. Because when I got ready to get up out of there, I actually had I didn't know it till my supervisor told me. Some of my clients was calling my supervisor, asking her to ask me to stay.
Oh.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So they didn't tell you.
Yeah. So it paid off for me. It paid off for me.
Okay.
You know, I love to talk to you on this subject because, well, not on, we ain't got time, but, I had someone years ago that was sitting in that office just taking space.
There's a lot of them like that, unfortunately.
But, and I know that kind of work is it's very satisfying, but it also can be very heartbreaking at the same time.
Oh my gosh. That's why I made the statement. It started out okay at first couple of years, but them last 7 years in that CPS unit, I'm telling you, it took me over. It took me over.
I dealt with some CPS cases before, so I know exactly what you're talking about.
Okay, so it really mentally it took me over. It really did. It really did.
We totally understand. So we want to switch gears and ask you. We know that you're a sexologist. What is a sexologist, and what made you decide to become a sexologist?
Yes, honey. All right. What actually made me decide to do this was going on 5 years now. Is when I started my bedroom candy business.
Okay.
So I got to thinking to myself, I would like to do something that would intertwine with that. Okay. And everybody think when you bring up bedroom candy, it's all sex toys, but it's not. It's a lot of pleasurable items, but it's not all sex toys. You got Bath and Body and all that. So that was when I said, okay, let me switch gears here. Let me go and get some knowledge and get some training so I can put these two things together. So now when I have customers or clients coming to me or they go on my website, Bedroom Candy website, they contacting me. Now we're having a different conversation on a different level now, other than Bedroom Candy. Because what has happened when I talk with them about something in Bedroom Candy and they see who I am and what I do, what I represent, now they coming up, oh, okay, so can I make an appointment with you? Because I would like to talk with you about so and so and so and so and so. You see what I'm saying? So now we're going deeper now. That was why I chose to do it. And it's all, and it's nothing what I'm doing. I'm just helping you get back to where you once were.
Okay, wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
So do you ever feel embarrassed about talking about sex?
Okay, now, yeah, y'all know, those that's watching, know Miss J, keep it 100. I'm gonna be very honest. Yes, I did. Until, I got to bring it back to my job, my bedroom candy.
Yes.
When I got into that going on 5 years, bedroom candy opened me up. I'm just be very honest. Because I wasn't doing no lives. I didn't do nothing like that. I'm telling you, nothing like that. But what it also did for me, it helped me learn about me.
Amen.
I'm talking about now on a sexual level now. The sexual and also sexual gratification level. Okay. See, because let me go on and go there. Because sometimes later we need to understand us.
Yes.
Before we can tell you about anything.
Uh-huh.
If you don't understand you, and if you're not honest about what you want and what you don't like and what you like, you're not gonna get anywhere. So when I got into bedroom candy, I learned a lot about me.
Okay.
And it's sad to say, I was 50 something years old when I did this 5 years ago. I'll be 62 next month. But I learned a lot about me and my body. And that's why right now I embrace all of me.
Okay.
I embrace all of me.
Okay. Okay. So you're no longer like embarrassed to talk about sex.
Oh no. Oh
Oh,
no.
okay.
This is how we all got here. Shoot. Oh,
Thank you,
Exactly.
Danielle. Thank you.
Exactly.
I
That's
guess
right.
everybody's answer.
sorry, Mom and Dad. Oh, yeah.
Thank you, Danielle.
That's how we all
So-
got here. Let's be
That's
real.
true. That's true.
That's right. You're right.
So, Coach Angela J, do a lot of people approach you because of sexual problems? Do they have sexual problems?
See, that's the thing. It's they're not approaching me because of problems. Okay. They're approaching me because it's an issue and a problem is totally different. It's
Okay.
an issue that has not been addressed and needs to be addressed concerning the bedroom, right? Or it's a situation where, look, we all been there. We got kids. Now the kids are through everything. Now you're trying to find time to get back, get the bedroom right. See, all of that intertwines together. It's not always problems. It comes back to what I was saying. It's an issue that has not been addressed and it needs to be addressed.
Okay.
And once you got the two grown people in it together, and everybody knows it's not going to be no, fussing or nothing like that. Let's be honest. Trust me, changes be made. Trust me. It's not problems.
Okay.
Mhm.
Do you feel the general public knows about healthy sex and sexual health and what it is?
Honestly, no. Honestly, no. When you're having healthy sex,
Mhm.
this is considered healthy sex is when First of all, you're doing it. You're having sex, right? And the next thing is when you're doing it, you are enjoying it.
Okay.
Okay? You are
That's
enjoying
important.
it.
That's
Healthy. That part. You see what I'm saying? Not trying to be funny, but I'm just keeping 100.
Yeah.
You're enjoying it, right? And also healthy sex is when you got a lot of different. You're having a lot of different moves and positions and stuff. That's healthy.
Okay.
That's healthy sex, right? Now, let's talk about a little bit real quick about which one was it? The other one? Come on with it.
Sexual health.
There we go. There we go. Now this is a very important one because this is where you got two individuals being responsible and understand about being responsible when your sexual health come into play, because this is where a lot of STDs come from. This is where a lot of pregnancies come from. You see what I'm saying? So you gotta be up on your sexual health. That's why it's no problem with you. You mean Johnny Go Lucky at the bar? Johnny Go Lucky just as fine as he want to be. He don't have no children. He ain't married, and you done found that out. He don't have no children. But you better ask him: Have you had a checkup?
Yes. Okay.
Johnny got too lucky.
Yeah.
Right.
That's true.
You gotta be serious about your sexual health. You got to.
Okay. That's true. Because some people die of HIV.
Exactly. There you go. Exactly.
Yep. And they just have a new sexual disease that just came out. I just saw it on Instagram.
Really?
Yeah, it's something new.
What is it?
I don't know the name of it, but I posted it on Instagram. So if you guys go on Spicy Divorce Party Planner on Instagram, you will see the new sexual disease that's been found. So
Really?
yes,
Wow.
something new.
Okay.
Okay. You gotta find it.
Yeah. Do you think it damages your body if you go too long without sex? Because a lot of women, unfortunately, go like decades without having sex. Maybe some men too.
To be very honest, as we women now I'm gearing this towards some are gonna be towards my 55 and over menopausal women too. we already know what nature does to us as we get older, but we got to embrace. Some of us don't don't like to embrace it. All right.
Okay.
Our vagina is already shedding as we get older. Okay. It's thinning as we get older. All right. Now what? Now if somebody gonna go, if somebody don't have a partner, you know, because a lot of women, you know, when their husband died, they don't, you know, they don't be with nobody else, you know. It's nothing wrong. You gotta keep that. You gotta keep it lubricant. You gotta do that, and it don't hurt our bodies. It don't. It don't. Now it'll cause you pain. It'll cause you pain, but it's stuff to alleviate that. But that's what goes on with us ladies. As we get older, you know, our vagina start thinning, and that's where the pain comes from. And that's where a lot of stuff comes from. But no, that can be solved. Then you won't hurt no more. You won't hurt.
There's a lot of help out there.
It surely is. It surely is.
Is there a stigma attached to sex toys?
Oh, Jesus. Oh my gosh. I gotta tell you something real quick that happened. When I first started my business, and this gonna let you know there's a stigma behind it. Yes, it is. I had so many inboxes. Women inboxing me, telling me I ought to be ashamed of myself. I'm selling sex, which I don't say. I don't sell sex. No, I don't. But you know, I do the toys and other things too. Bath and body, haircut line, makeup, right? But everybody just be one focus. You want one way. It is not like that. And it is definitely a stigma because, you know, years ago you can't talk about it.
Right.
You better not talk about
that was
sex.
no.
Oh, I didn't know you couldn't talk about sex.
Yeah. It was
exactly.
That's why a lot of women were probably miserable.
Yeah. We were.
That's one of those taboo topics.
Yes.
It's a stigma because people, and I hate to say it, but you know, it is what it is. If I step on your toes, it is what it is. And don't remember I telling y'all that the people that was inboxing me, a lot of those people that was inboxing me that was ladies, and I don't mean no harm, but I'm gonna say it, they were Christians inboxing me.
I know that's why a lot of people have issues with. Yeah, that's one of my questions I have later on.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
No. It just reminded me. So let's talk about sexual satisfaction. Fellas, I hope you guys are listening because a lot of women are like, and probably fellas too. Let's talk about sexual satisfaction.
I'm gonna go ahead on and be honest about that.
Okay.
And this is what I talked about in my series I did.
Okay.
Ladies, it's time to be honest. Remember I said you got to know what you want first before you be able to tell your partner what you want, what you like, what you dislike. Now that 15 years, he might have been doing this certain thing to you for 15 years and you acting like you enjoyed it. Nah. You have to be honest. But you got to keep in mind, when you being honest with your partner, they can come back and be honest with you. Well, since you being honest, I don't like the way you do so and so. Can you do it this way? Can you do this? See, this is where the conversations have to start. And a lot of us don't like to do that. Don't like to be honest.
Scared to do it.
I'm scared. Because 9 out of 10, I'm just going to be honest, because 9 out of 10, we women get to saying that to our partner, or vice versa, the man get to saying that to his woman. Well, who you done met? It is not about that. It's about being honest to what you really like. See, because as long as you pretending, that bed's still going to be sitting there on neutral. Instead on fire.
Yeah, man.
I'm just being honest. Because just imagine when two people just sat down and really had this conversation and nobody got mad. They said, all right, starting now, this is what we're going to do. You already see. I've been honest with you and told you what I really want you to be doing to me. Same thing, vice versa. Just think what could be going on in there. The
if you
truth.
guys opened up to each other.
The truth. The truth.
And
How does your husband feel about you being a sexologist? I'm sorry, Delia, cut you
no,
off.
go
Oh
ahead,
my
honey.
gosh.
Okay.
Now, when I decided to do this, I'm not gonna lie, I was sort of skeptical. I was, just like I was when I about doing my bedroom candy. But as he see me flourishing with it and understand that this is what I like doing. Because my husband is all about, baby, if you happy, I'm happy.
I know that's right.
If this is satisfying you, I'm good. I'm good. I don't, but if it's gonna be stressing you out, you know what you need to do. You see what I'm saying? So he don't have a problem with it. He really don't. Cause I, I'm gonna say this too. I'm gonna say this too. I love it, and I love that he's open like this because like I said, I'll be 62 next month, and I tell anybody if I had a chandelier in my house, I'd try my best to swing from that bitch, but I can't swing. I can't swing. We ain't got that one. If I had one, I sure would. I sure would.
Your husband probably could install one with all the stuff he does. He probably could.
I sure would. Yes. He's really fine. He really is. He really is.
So where did
I get involved in? Anything that's sort of out there, like, I always go to my husband anyway, have a conversation with him. I always do that.
Okay, wonderful. So Delia, I'm sorry I cut you off earlier.
No.
Go ahead, girl.
No, well, she took a couple of questions I had, but that's okay. But I have one in mind.
Okay.
What do you think about this this notion? It's not a notion, but we're about the same age, and we're and our way of thinking was nowadays everybody is too free. Okay, having sex.
Okay.
And to me, and the way I was brought up, yep, I'm old school. I don't care that, when you have sexual, when you have, relations with somebody and that person, you are, how they say, you are exchanging, emotions, spirits.
Definitely.
And if he is a good person and you're a good person, then you feel, you have that with each other. And then you got to be careful having sex just with anybody, and that's including a man with a woman, a woman with a man. There are women out there just like men. They have these bad energies. It gets right on to you.
I agree. I really agree with that. I'm not trying to be funny, but I really agree with that. I don't. But now,
you know what I mean?
It's still gonna go back to this though. To each his own.
To each his own.
It is. It's gonna go back to that.
It's true.
We're at the age we are, but it's still gonna be like, because I know some people right now, about 68, 69 years old. They in the club about every Saturday. You see what I'm saying? But that's them.
Yeah. But that's them, of course.
And they got them. This person got her a young boy. When I say a young boy, he about 30. You see what I'm saying? I mean, but it still goes with to each his own. People gonna do
it is.
But it still go back to what you, the parts you said, your upbringing, the way your old school. It's still gonna come back to that though. It's still gonna come back to that. The way you was brought up. I think that's what hold us down the way we do.
Exactly.
The way that you were brought up. I really do. That's my opinion.
And, and the thing is that they use the word love too freely when they don't really know what the word love is.
Exactly.
You got to know what the word love is.
I agree with it.
And stop telling every woman and every guy you meet, I love you. Stop, because you got to know what love is yourself before you tell somebody that.
And you got a lot of them that would just say, like you said, just say the date the girl and the man for 3, 4, 5 months just because they're nice looking, they fine,
right?
They got a good job. Now they're gonna throw the L word. They're gonna throw the L word out there to you now. You see what I'm saying? That's too free, but it still go back to each his own.
To each his own. Exactly. It's true.
You go back to that. You go back to
It's
it.
true.
So, Coach
Yeah.
Angela J, where did you find your husband, and was it difficult finding a good guy?
Oh, I know, hon. I love to tell this story.
Okay.
But y'all know I was a social worker, right? And he already had me when he walked through the door with his parents.
Mm.
You know, to bringing them to get help and all. You see what I'm saying? He had me there. Let me explain to you why. Because to see this man taking time to help his parents.
Okay.
That's a lot.
He could have been somewhere playing basketball or whatever. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
But he took the time to bring his parents and spent there about 2 or 3 hours with them before they was even seen. See, he had me there.
Bless his
Where
heart.
were you at?
Wow. Yeah, because I mean, I'm honestly, that threw me. It really did.
Where was this place at, Coach Angela J? Where did he bring them into?
Okay, I'm sorry. I worked at social services.
Okay.
I worked at social services, and you know,
Okay.
he was bringing his parents down there for assistance. You see what I'm saying? Some
Okay.
type of assistance. And I was
Okay,
walking
gotcha.
through the waiting room,
Okay.
going to my office, and I spotted that. And we exchanged information. We talked, had a conversation, blah 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 blah. And
he's working and looking at the same time.
that part. And I knew, and nobody can
Good for
tell
you.
me, y'all that's watching this, I'm gonna share this with y'all because they know me. I'm very authentic. I knew he was my husband.
Oh, I know. I think you can.
Let me tell you why I said that. Because on our third date, I remember get out of the car, and he said, "I got something I want to say to you." Now, see, I want to say something to him too, but I said, "What it is? What is it?" And that's what he told me. He said, "You are my wife to be." And I looked at him. I said,
"Oh."
He said, "Well," I said, "I've been wanting to say that to you too." And that's the truth, y'all.
Oh, I believe
That's
that.
the truth.
I believe
So
that.
I believe in that love at first sight. I really do. So Valentine's Day is going to give us 29 years.
Yeah. What? You've been how long you guys been together?
29. Yeah.
Oh my
Bless
goodness.
your heart.
That's beautiful.
Congratulations.
That's beautiful.
So I yes. And what I also love about it, you know, you got some men that'll switch up time. I don't want to use the word rope them in, but time you get them, you know what I mean? They get you. People start changing, right?
Yes.
Right. Mr. B, never been the kind of person that hang out. Never been, because that's what I was expecting. I was expecting the football games. That's what he was gonna be at. He always said, "No, I want to go there, but I watch football here." So you know, like my grandmother told me, stop trying to push that man out of the house. He won't stay now. You let him out to watch football.
Hell yeah! I don't want no man out in them streets.
And I'm telling you, y'all, ladies, y'all listen at me now. Listen at me what I'm telling y'all, because I was doing this. It's nothing wrong to have a passion for something, because I have a passion for what I do. All right. And my husband loved to work on boats. Everybody in the neighborhood he know how to reconstruct boats and everything, right? And I used to get so mad. He'll be out there in the shed 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning working on boats. He or somebody boat, right? My grandmama called me one day. She said, "I want you to come to the house." I said, "All right, grandma." So I came to her house. She said, "You forgot to hang the phone up other night, me and you was talking." And she overheard me, right, fussing. She said, "Leave that man alone." She said, "Baby," she said, "it's 3 o'clock in the morning. Joe's out there in the garage working on a boat."
Yes.
Somebody don't know where their husband is at 3 o'clock in the morning.
So true. Yeah.
And that's when I stopped. Because he ain't ready to come in the house, you know. I stopped there.
You're lucky.
My grandma checked me. She sure did. She checked me.
Yeah.
She sure did.
Thank you, Grandma.
Yeah.
Yes,
that's the truth. There is a lot of these men are in the streets.
Yes.
That's why I'm not with some of them, because they're in the streets more than home. That's why I'm not with some. Mm-hmm.
And I ain't mean to go so long with that, but I'm sorry. But
oh no. We need to know, because we over here looking like where's ours at? Stay on that phone, but what they doing? Okay. What item do you own that has like minimal like value, like monetary value, but you won't give away for any amount of money?
Oh, okay. I can answer that. I know it may seem, now I realize what that question was asking it. When my grandmother left me, she taught me how to cook, right? And she will always grab all the black pots, them heavy pots and pans, right?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
That's all I wanted out of my grandmama's house.
Okay.
Well, the 6 or 7 of those pans, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they, when I moved, they moved with me too. You see what I'm
Oh, that's
saying?
so sweet.
I'm not
No, that's
leaving them.
true. Those pans,
I'm
yeah.
not leaving them. You see what I'm
Iron
saying?
skillet.
Yeah.
Yeah. There you go. Those real
Those
ones
are
you
the
can knock
best.
out the head with. Yeah.
Those are the
Yes.
best.
Those cast iron. Yeah. I got 6 of them. That's all I told everybody. Do whatever y'all want. This is all I want right here.
Oh,
Because
that's
that's
so
what
sweet.
taught me how to cook in. And I would never depart with it. Never.
Smart choice.
Mm-hmm.
Very smart choice.
Mm-hmm.
Reminds me of my grandma too.
Yeah.
So should a woman stay with a dude or a man who isn't packing? Because I hear a lot of ladies go online and they're complaining that the man doesn't have, like, his stuff is little. He's lagging down there.
Let me go on and let y'all know. Let me go on and let y'all know something.
He said packing.
Well, let me go on and let you know something. See, that's what women and society is all hung up on, right?
Right, but it ain't. Yeah.
But I'm gonna throw something at you though. What about that man that's packing and he treating you just like crap? Okay?
Amen.
True.
But what about this man that's not packing? Excuse me. And he treats you just like a queen. Okay?
Yes.
But see, what you gotta understand, that man that's not packing, see, he can make up for that in another area.
I was just gonna go there, homegirl.
Aha! He can make up for. He can have your toes curling in a whole nother area. Okay.
Yeah, that's right.
On your head.
I mean, I'm just keeping 100. I'm just keep 100. Lord forgive me. I'm just keep 100. See, don't get up on this. He ain't big enough. Don't get up on that. See, God, that can be made up elsewhere.
That's true.
It'll have if it's done right, it will have you right here whooping women asses behind it. I'm just
True.
Yes. So don't ever look at the fact,
That's right. Just because the gun ain't loaded on you.
All right,
it
this
still
goes
works.
right. That's right, and it goes right back to, see, I just came back around. It goes right back around to that situation is not good right there, right? But you need to have that conversation about something else that you would like to have done. If they have never done that, if they have never done that, right?
Right.
Talk about that.
Okay.
Talk about that.
Okay.
Let's keep on.
I hear you.
Should a woman stay with a man just because they have children together?
Oh no. Oh no, no. Okay. Why are you, if your house is on fire, why are you gonna stand there with your children?
Yeah. Right. That's true. There you go.
Get out of there.
For the visual. That's so true.
Get out of there.
Thank you.
Your house is on fire. But you're gonna stay right there. You're gonna stay
get the
right
hell
there.
out.
No. Let me tell y'all why, women, please don't do that.
Okay.
Don't do that. See, because you don't understand, children sit back and watch you.
True.
They're just not little magnets. They're picking up everything. And trust me, your kids know when you are not happy.
True.
See, because kids read this right here.
Mm-hmm.
Let me tell you how I know that. Because one of mine asked me one time, there was a child asked me, Mom, why you don't never smile?
Oh. That's
See,
not
they
good.
watch it. Mm-hmm. They watching. Get out of there. Okay. And please, let me tell you this too. Please don't run your mouth and say, yeah, that's why I'm going to leave you next month. Shut your mouth. And you move accordingly.
Okay. Okay. Delia, you got another question?
I'm so passionate, y'all. I'm sorry. I know I'm talking real passionate, but I'm sorry.
Yeah. No, we know Coach Angela J's story too. If you wanted to, you could expand on that, right? You don't pack your bags up before.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. All right,
Oh,
Delia.
Yes, I did. Yes, that's why. That's why I made the statement. When it's time to go, it's time to go.
Okay.
Okay?
man.
And you don't sit and tell that man. Now, okay, he done fought you and everything, yeah. And you, that's why you don't talk about you. I'm leaving next week. Shut your mouth. Let him go right on to work, okay? And you move accordingly. But see, when you mean
Accordingly.
business, let me show you when you mean business. See, when I did this, I meant business. I moved 2 states over, okay? I changed
I
my
love that.
phone number. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, we
Yep.
got kids, but now you ain't calling me right now till I'm ready to contact you.
Yes. Yep.
That's when you see
Exactly.
leaving and moving over there with the best friend, and then after he's still coming up. That's not being serious. That's being just
Mm.
put yourself in danger.
Thank
Hello,
you.
somebody. Hello, somebody.
Yes.
Hello,
Yes.
somebody.
Yes.
That's
Yes.
putting you
Yes.
in danger. That's putting you in danger, my loves. It
Yes.
is.
Yes.
See, cause you out there with best friend. Best friend can't save you.
That's true.
Best friend might get hurt trying to save you. Okay?
Good point. That's
When
good
you
point.
do your thing, you do your business by yourself.
Okay.
You ain't got to tell them nothing. Mm-mm.
That's
I'm
true.
sorry,
Okay.
y'all. I got all passion. I'm sorry.
No, no. You might have saved some people's lives. Because a lot of women do. We do. Look, I'm gonna go to my friend's house, and you're right. Some of their friends end up dead too.
Yes, no. Why you go? They can't. Oh no. But you need to get. You got a brother. You need to go to your brother house.
Okay.
Go to your brother house. See, cause that
Yeah.
brother ain't gonna let him come down and do you any kind of way.
Yeah. That's
If,
true.
if you got one of them brothers that ain't standing for it, your
Yep.
no, you ain't coming here with this. You know what I'm saying? He gonna be
Yeah.
ready to stand toe to toe.
Yeah.
But your best friend can't do that.
That's true. That's true.
So
Cowards. Hmm.
everybody ain't your friend either.
Yeah. That's true.
Exactly. And you got some
That's
that tell
true,
the man,
Delia.
you got some that tell the man where you at.
Yes.
You got some friends that sleeping with your man.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah. You're setting up then. Forget
You
it.
got some friends following them on Facebook, inboxing them. Yeah,
Yes,
so-called
ma'am.
friends.
You understand the truth.
Yep. Delia, do you have a question next, or should
Yes,
I
I
go
do.
ahead? Okay, go for it.
Do you and your lovely husband cook together? And when you do you make it like a date night?
All right. To me, see, this is intertwining when I speak about intimacy. This is intertwining with that because do y'all realize when you and your mate partner is in there cooking together, do y'all realize how sexy that is?
It is.
And
It can be. Is the
especially,
Sit
man
out in here
fine?
at me.
and look,
Sit out in here
espe-
at oh.
especially when you're an empty nester and there's nobody but you and your boo boo. Oh man, that
Girl,
means
that table.
that means you could be in there butt naked, cooking, having a good time. You see what I'm saying? Or have that apron on. And I mean,
Ooh,
do y'all realize how sexy that is?
that's true.
Because it is. Do y'all understand how rousing that can be? Because it
Mm,
can.
Cause I'm stay hungry
Listen,
over
young
here.
girls. Listen, young women out there and men. Oh,
Yes, that's a part of intimacy, and everybody always think intimacy is all about sex, and it's
no.
not. That is a part of intimacy. Intimacy, it's not. It leads up to that. It does. It can
It
start.
all do.
It can start. It can start. It can start when you on your break, and she worked 10 minutes. You on your lunch. She worked 10 minutes away. You already got a rose. You got the key to her car. You take that rose and that note, put it in that front seat, and say, "You get off at 5 o'clock. See you in the bedroom at 7." See,
Oh,
that's
Woo!
intimacy. Do you
Out
feel
in
what I'm
here.
saying?
my get
Do you
speeding
feel?
ticket. No, just
Look, Spice, it's hot in here. Oh,
Do you see what I'm saying? That's intimate. Now, when she get out work at 5 o'clock and see that, or she called her mom,
I'm
mom,
getting
look,
off
when you
early
get
that
the
day.
children,
Oh,
when you get the
look
children,
at
mom,
that.
can
She
I bring
said
the
I'm
children
taking off
over?
early.
You know, y'all are
I
y'all
got
getting
a
this out
headache.
here?
Oh,
Are y'all getting this? Because she picking that phone up and calling her mama, getting them children out of there. You see what I'm
Hurry up.
saying?
Hurry up.
That's intimacy. That's intimacy. In the same way, if he out there working on your car and he out there, got the hood up, and he bent over working on your car and everything, and you come around there and put your arms around him and you kiss him on his neck and say, "Babe, thank you for doing this." That's intimacy.
And before you know it, your hood is up. Oh,
And you know you're right about that. That's right. I am loving this, y'all. I'm sorry. This is my element.
Yeah, we're loving it too. Well, we need help over here. Like all of our viewers on here, we need some serious help on this show. So
I am loving it.
What is intimacy? A lot of people probably don't understand what intimacy is.
Okay, that's what I was just saying. See, a lot of people think intimacy is sex.
they think of one thing, but it ain't.
Exactly. See, first thing, if you tell your husband, we not even being intimate no more, and first thing he might say in his mouth, "What, you want to have sex all the time?" See, it's not that. Intimacy is when you driving, or your hubby driving. No, your hubby driving, and he got his hand on the gear, the middle way of the gear, and you take your hand and put on his hand, and take that thumb and start rubbing his hand.
Right.
See, you'll be surprised how aroused he's getting.
And you put your hand on his gear. Yeah.
Exactly. And you're right, Annie. That's being intimate, y'all. It's not about jumping in the bed. See, it's leading up to that. See, because when you ride and you're looking at him, you're going, mm-hmm. See, now he probably thinking about trying to find an island, what's called those things to go in real quick. You know what I mean? So you done got him all around now just by rubbing his hand and looking at him and your lips and saying,
"Men are easy."
You'll be surprised.
Easy. Yeah.
It's not always sex, y'all. I want y'all to get this. It's not always
It's sex. Not. Exactly. That's what this generation need to hear. God darn it.
Mm-hmm.
Learn, young people, learn.
One of our viewers, BB Reyes, she says sex is important for self-care as well.
Exactly, sweetheart. And you know what? I'm not seeing it. I'm trying to find that. I don't see anything.
It's on my Facebook. So go ahead, Delia, and I'm going to share it on our other Facebook page. You could go ahead with your next question.
What you were saying, that, the generation nowadays need a lot of learning. They need to go back and know what intimacy is.
Mm-hmm. Because really,
I remember my mom and dad, rest in peace. Exactly. Both of them, rest in peace. Had the best parents in the world. We'd go on long trips. And I remember my mom and dad, my dad driving, and my mom put her hand around my dad's shoulders and touched the back of his shirt. See, they were classy people back then. My mom and dad were one of the classy peoples. And just putting her hand behind him on his seat, that's another way of saying I love you. Oh, you look so handsome.
That's true. That's true. It's the little things. Yeah.
And
that's very true.
And that's what we need is more people like you to let the young people in their 30s that what intimacy really is. It's not jumping in the bed.
It's not. I still don't see it, Spice.
It's on our Facebook page. It's not on YouTube yet.
Right.
It'll be on YouTube.
I'm on your Facebook page where you holding the cup, right?
Oh no, it's not on that one. We have a Facebook page, like a fan page, where it says Spicy Divorce Party Planner. I'll put it on. I'll try to put it on the other one as well. So go ahead, Dale. You keep on asking questions. I'm going to share it over.
What is your birthday?
Pardon me?
What's your birthday?
July the 6th.
Okay, you Cancer.
Yeah.
A moon 62. Child.
Yes, I'll be 62.
And your husband?
He will be 61 this October.
Oh, he's a Libra. See, Libra men are so like they the balance. I had a couple of guys that were Libras and so easy going.
Yep. I can understand that. Yep.
you
Yep.
know.
You're not lying.
And I know that don't mean a lot of things, but you know, I'm just saying Libra man and Cancer, that's a good match because you guys are like the family home, as the word of heart is. You
Yep,
guys
it
are like
is.
they say the parents, the mother of the zodiacs.
Mm-hmm.
You
Thank
know.
you. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I won't trade it for nothing in the world. I would. We argue, but one thing my grandma always said, we don't never do that. Go to bed, man. We don't ever do that. Ever,
Exactly.
ever. Nope.
And I just want to give it to you that you know I am so privileged to meet you and thank you to my
Same here
girl
with you. Y'all don't know
Cassandra
how people,
Spice.
I love
She's
being
let
up
me
here.
know all you beautiful people. And I just want to say thank you to both of you because you know not just making friends but also I'm learning. I
Yeah,
just
but
want to give it to
I'm
you.
just,
You
it's a
beautiful
privilege
lady.
for me being up here on your platform. You know, I mean, I love it. And I really appreciate when she reached out to me. I can't tell. I was so elated. You see what I'm saying? I'm like, okay, you know. And then I tell anybody, I don't have a problem being about on people's platforms. I don't. I don't. And I was just elated about this. So, and I'm happy
Yeah,
to meet you too with your beautiful self.
Thank
we're
you so
super
much.
excited to have you on here. So we
Yes.
have another question. So if you're with a new partner, how can you create intimacy? I know you talked about it a little bit here. Is there any other tips for us on how to create intimacy?
Well, see, that's on that individual intimacy. Here we go. You with a new person. So you got to find a way, in a sneaky way, to find out stuff they like to do. Say, for example, you might be having a conversation, and the person might say, yeah, you know what, that little park over there, that Lincoln Park, I love going there in the summertime. So now that's your cue right there. See, your cue, you hear him say or her say, I love going to Lincoln Park in the summer, right? Or the fall, right? In the fall, not in the winter, but in the summer, fall. That's a cue right there for you. If you thinking now, okay, he or she was your one said it, like they go to Lincoln Park. Okay, he's off Saturday, I'm off Saturday. I know what I'm gonna do. Now, what you gonna do? You gonna find you a nice little blanket. You get you the little picnic stuff. See, that's being intimate. That and then while he home in the bed asleep, you up early, right? But you already know your mission. You going to find your blanket. You going to find your. I guess you can go buy you one of the little picnic baskets. You know, find you one of them. You don't have an idea. He doesn't know you up early, but you on a mission. And by the time you get home, he just probably just get about bed. You might tell him, "Come on, babe. I want to take it. So let's right after you got dressed and everything, and you surprise him. But what you do, way you do this, you have somebody that you know you already had the stuff laid out, right? But you have somebody that you know they're watching it.
Oh, okay.
You don't leave it. Ask me how I
Yeah.
know about that now.
That's what I was wondering. Yeah.
Ask me how I know about that now. You don't leave it. You got to have somebody there to sit there and watch that while you go home and get him or her.
Okay.
And
Okay.
then as they see
Nice.
you approaching,
Nice.
they walk away.
Okay. I have a question that like sometimes I even dealt with or still sometimes do. How do you have any advice on how to get over being shy with a partner?
Okay. First, the individual got to understand and figure out why. What's your why? Why are you shy?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You got to figure that out. Why? Because something got you, you know,
Insecure.
you know what I'm saying? Something got you like that. You see what I'm saying? Something. Now, not saying you per se, you know, Spicy, but something have you that way where if your husband touching you, you be like, you know, something got you that way. Now I'm going to say this. Believe it or not, a lot of us won't let our partners know that we have been through trauma. Okay. All right. Y'all feel me with this?
Yeah.
So now we together, and now he wants to put his hands all over you, but you not, you know, because of what happened. That's a trigger for you. That's a trigger for you for what you need to do. I ain't gonna say need, what you're supposed to do. But it's no time limit now. Get this now. I want y'all to get this. There's no time limit for somebody been through trauma to tell their spouse. There's no time limit.
Mhm.
But eventually, you're going to have to, because I know this happened to somebody for real. Okay? Married 16, 17 years. They were married 16, 17 years. Out of 16, 17 years, 3 years went past, sex stopped.
Oh.
Just stopped.
Oh, no.
And the reason the trauma started coming back mentally.
Oh.
All them years that she was married to this man, she never told him that she had been traumatized.
Mm.
And I have because I know her. You know, I talk with, you know. I said, sooner or later, baby, you're gonna have to let him know what's wrong.
Yeah.
You know, I said, because when you do something like, let me say this too now. Let me say this. Listen at me, Facebook. Depending on the man and his morals, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Something like that is going on. Now you got some that'll be like, okay, well, I tell you what, you don't want to give it to me, I get it elsewhere. But then you got some that be like, no, something is wrong with my wife. I got to hold that. I got to see what's wrong. You see what I'm saying? They'll hold off. They'll wait until you come to them and explain whatever. But yeah, if that's what's going on, you got to find out your why. Why are you shy?
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes, I'm going to say this, I'm going to stop. Sometimes a lot of us be shy also because here we go there. Facebook, y'all get ready to catch this one. Because some of us got some freak in us and we so scared that we own that thing up, you know, like, oh, snap. You see what I'm saying? So now we're sitting here trying to play this role, you know, but all the while, you know, the girls are
They talking about you, Delia.
That's not about both of us.
I'm just, I mean, you know, we actually, you know, we trying to keep that. Sometimes might be that too, you know. You trying not to open that up.
Yeah, I guess there's a lot of different reasons. Yeah, I think too, like certain people too, I noticed like certain people I could be shy with and other people you're like just feel comfortable with. So I don't know what that is.
That's what I was ready to say. That's also can be a trust issue. See, you just said certain people you're shy with, certain people you got. So those that one that you shy with, it gotta be some trust, something that got you inhibited.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense.
Okay.
Yep, that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
So how can we educate some men that women like sex often? Because I think a lot of times they neglect women. You know, it's usually like everybody draws this image in their head that men always want sex. Well, women want to have sex too. Like, how can we get them to understand? Like, we want sex just as much as you do, and quit trying to be stingy. Quit trying to be stingy with the love, and we need some too. Like, a lot of women be pissed off because they're like, man, like, what's going on?
Oh my God! All right, now this is where we got to go. Let's take a quick little dive into the two people.
Okay.
Where the man is being stingy. You see what I'm saying? All right. Now you got to figure out why is he being stingy. See, this thing could turn, it can be not nothing too bad. It could be something really bad. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
What I mean by that is, here we go, y'all Facebook cases. Sometimes when it starts falling off like that, feelings start changing.
Okay.
Let's get it. Let's pick it up. Pick that nugget up. Feelings start changing. Now we sitting here scared to tell you. Now he's scared to tell you. I know we've been together 28 years, 25 years, 19 years, 10 years, 3 years, 5 years, whatever. But I'm just not feeling this anymore. No, it ain't nobody. I promise you it's nobody. And it really don't be nobody. It really don't be nobody. But feelings change. But this is where it gets wrong in. Because that partner need to have enough respect for his partner, their partner, to come together and say, look, we need to talk.
Okay.
See, because you're taking up space. Your feelings and all done changed and everything. But here it is. I'm laying here, you know, it's been 9 months. You ain't touched me for some reason. I don't know why. You see what I'm saying? But see, you know why, because your feelings are changing, but you ain't told me. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's why I say that thing can be, it can be, but when it get, that's when it's time to be honest and say, you know what, I'm just not feeling this anymore. I'm not. And
Yeah,
that can happen, y'all.
9 months
And it
is
can
too damn
happen.
long.
Yes,
It can
Relationship
happen.
ain't nothing
You
but
grow
ever.
apart. You grow apart.
exactly. You can grow
Because it
apart.
happened to me. You
I
grow
don't care.
apart.
Okay.
I don't care if you've been together 3 years. Those things called emotions, they will change. They can switch up on you for some
Yeah.
reason.
Yes. For
Are
some
y'all
Okay.
reason.
getting me?
It's a lot of things. When
Okay.
you're
Yeah.
together for a long
Okay.
time, and a lot of it can be resentment. You
Yeah.
stayed, and
Mm-hmm.
and then
Yeah.
all of a sudden one morning, boom.
Okay. I'm glad you said that. You brought that. You just tricking me to say this. A lot of the times, that relationship might be dealing with somebody that cheated, right?
Oh, that's
Yep.
true too.
Somebody, it might have been 2 daggone years ago, but he or she still holding it over your head.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm
Yep.
saying? Still
Yep.
holding it over your head.
Yep.
And that's not the way you do that.
Okay.
Let me share this, then we can move on.
Okay.
I want y'all to listen at me. My grandma, y'all gonna hear me talk about my grandma a lot. Remember, my grandma was so tight. My grandma asked me one day. She asked me. She said, "Baby, have you heard of the lights out conversation?" I said, "What's that, Grandma?" She said, "That's when you and your husband or boyfriend or girlfriend, y'all pick, children be gone. Y'all pick a room to go in. Turn the lights out. Now,
Wow.
you tell him or her, I'm gonna give you 3 questions to ask me. 5 questions to ask me that something burning in your soul that you want no truth about. Now, this is the thing, y'all, because I might have heard you cheating at work. Okay? That's one of
Ooh.
my questions I'm gonna ask.
Okay.
But
Okay.
see what you gotta do, you gotta be ready for the answer. Okay?
Ooh.
You gotta be ready for it. Now, once you find out the truth, if it came to that, well, all I got is one question, because I heard, I heard you mess around with Sandra. I heard you and Sandra keep going to lunch. She brings you lunch and everything at work. I just want to know the truth.
Too
Yeah.
much lunch.
Now you're telling me the truth.
Yeah.
Because the lights are out, and that's the space to do that. This is the
Oh,
thing. When you get the truth, when those lights come back up, grandmama said you leave it in that room, you don't bring it up no more. Period.
Okay.
Period.
Do you
Actually, have I done that before? Yes, I have.
would
Years ago.
would a person
Years.
stay with them after that conversation?
That's where you gotta have a conversation.
right.
And then you decide what you want to do?
You gotta be ready for it.
Okay.
You
Okay.
got you might ask the person, do you still love? We've been married 40 years. Do you still see? You got to ask the person, are you still in love with me?
Okay.
Okay?
I think your grandma has a lot of great advice to bedroom
I'm telling you,
conversation. Yeah, that's a good idea. I like that. I like that a lot.
lifestyle conversation.
Okay. Now we have another question. I noticed that some men, they just want to like have sex. How come they don't do anything like arouse women, like kiss their breast or rub their breast? It's like they always want to just go straight to having sex. Like, what's up with that?
Okay, let me go on and say this. Men, they ready.
Uh-huh.
But mentally, they don't understand. We have to get ready, okay? They
Right.
ready. Time you walk past them
So
and
they ready.
time you walk past them and take your butt and rub them, oh, they ready. Let's go to bedroom back. They ready. You see what I'm saying? They ready. But see, some of them, wait a minute now, because all men ain't like this now, Facebook. Let me get this. Y'all come for me. All men is not like this. Some of them do not understand. We women have to get ready. What I mean by that, because I'm getting ready to go deep in here with that. We're ready to go deep with this now. See, women got to get ready.
Mm-hmm.
We have to be stimulated, okay? We have to be stimulated. See, because if you don't stimulate us, if you don't stimulate us, those vaginal walls gonna be so dry.
Mojave Desert.
Exactly. You have to stimulate us, y'all. Men,
Yes.
y'all listening? You have to
Yes, we should have
stimulate.
opened the show with that shit.
We have to be stimulated. We have
Yeah.
to be stimulated. A lot of now some men, this is gonna go back to this because I had somebody talk about this before. Some men don't like touching women's breasts. And I'm gonna tell y'all why, because
Yeah, tell us why.
I had somebody say this to me. And here we go again. Go back, see this thing come up all in 360. This man had been traumatized by his mom. What she was sexually abusing him by making him at age 10, 12, 13, 14, you know, touch her breasts and suck her, you know what I mean?
Wow.
That's abuse. That's sexual abuse.
Yeah.
That's abuse.
Yeah, it is.
So you got some men, not saying all of them, but you never know. That might be the reason why they don't like doing that, because it's a trigger for them. I have Mr. Law had somebody say that to me.
That's interesting. Yeah, I didn't know that. That's horrible.
You'll be surprised. Something like that can trigger a person because they think about what their mother did to them.
Okay.
Not saying it to everybody.
And what about other men? What if they weren't traumatized and they're just not paying attention to that woman's body parts?
It goes right back to it again. Men are so eager, as what Marvin Gaye said, let's get it on. See, men are so eager to do that. But see, you got to understand, y'all, I want y'all to pick this up, men. You got to understand this. We're going to get there. We're going to get there. But help me get where you at.
Yes. Okay. There.
Stimulation wise. Help me get where you at. You. See, because if you want to go on and rush it, that already let me know 10 minutes, 15, you're through.
What happened, huh?
You see, I'm just being honest.
Yeah.
No, we are going to get ready. We're gonna get there right there. Help me get where you at, bro.
Yeah.
Help me get there.
And that goes on to the next question. Like, what if your partner isn't giving you oral sex? So it sounds kind of about the same.
And it still goes to the same thing. You never know what a person has been through. If they haven't shared it with you, there might be a reason. Or it also could be that, see, some men just ain't gonna be honest and tell you they never done that, right? And they don't know how, they might not know how to tell you, look, I ain't never did this. You see what I'm saying? So if you be the first person that do that to them, no pun intended, but they suck at it, they might traumatize this, but they don't want to do it no more. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? Because some men have not really done that.
Okay.
And probably don't want to share that with their woman.
Okay.
That's where you, as the partner, come in there, appreciate them sharing that with you, number one.
Okay.
Then what you do, you help them. You help them. What I mean by that, when y'all decided he wanted to try, this goes into this thing called sexual pathways. I'll talk about that later, another time. But you have to help him. You have to guide him on your points and parts that make you go, ooh. You see what I'm saying? You gotta show him that.
Okay.
But you can't be scared to do that.
Okay. What did you enjoy about being a social worker? Was there a certain demographic that you worked with? And what ages did you service?
What I enjoyed before I went to the CPS unit, I enjoyed the fact that when clients would come to me, because the goal was, I started out, and back then it was called the AFDC department, where you get the checks, right? You see what I'm saying? That's why I started out in for a long time. So we're geared to try to help you become self-sufficient, right?
Yeah.
So what I enjoyed about it is when I would see my clients actually doing that, doing what the plan that I have them to do. They're actually doing it, and they finish it. They got the house, okay? They got that. They got that job. They've been on that job for a year. See, all about stability. You see what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
That was back then.
I loved it. It's just a word. I loved it that when they would call me and say, Miss Angela, how about I got this job, I've been on my job, I got this house, so and so and so, blah, blah, blah. I've been meaning to call you the past 5 months. I'm working at so and so and so. I done made manager. That's what I love. See, that made me feel like I was doing something.
Yeah.
And y'all, and let me share this with y'all. I did on my talk show, I talked about the foster care system, right? Now, unbeknownst to me, the young lady that I interviewed, she was one of my foster children.
Oh goodness.
And I didn't realize that.
Oh.
I was just doing the show, and we got ready to close the show, and she told me, she said, I just want to share something with you. She said, you was my social worker. I'm like, huh? That as she started talking, I remembered her. And she said, thank you for being there for me. She's going, you kept telling me I can do anything I want to do. She said, and I did. She said, of course I started crying, you know.
Yeah, I would be crying too.
I started crying. And I didn't know it, you know, till she started talking, I remember her. And she said, you were the only one that kept telling me I'm gonna be somebody. You can do you can do whatever you want to do.
No, that's great. You're like being able to be a guide for her and a lot of other families.
Yes.
Yeah, because some people, they don't have anyone to tell them what they should and should not be doing or what would help their life out. So
you got
that is a beautiful thing.
And you also got something to tell them you ain't gonna be nothing.
Say that again.
You also got some that will tell them you ain't gonna amount to nothing.
Oh yeah, that's true. Some people will tell you that. That's horrible. Yeah, that's horrible. What demographics did you work with? Was it like a certain ethnicity, a certain age group?
No, it was
certain city.
It was just in the area, just that wide area. You see what I'm saying? It wasn't like I just worked with the African Americans. I work with all the ethnicities.
Okay. Okay.
I can't get it where y'all doing.
Okay. So now we have a question for you about makeup. Should we all wear foundation? Because I see a lot of people wear foundation, and for me, that's always been hard. Like it never matches. Like it'll match my face, but it won't match my neck and my chest and all the other stuff. Do you think we should all be wearing foundation?
All right. All the way now. Let me talk with the young folks. When I say young folks, maybe 16 all the way to maybe 30. Let me talk to y'all real quick. It's okay if you want to wear a foundation, but yeah, you got to match it up. You got to match it up. You got to do that. And the reason why it's okay, because y'all skin is young skin. Okay?
Yes.
Y'all skin is young skin. All right? And now, my 35s and 40s and 50s and us, see, not every day. We need to let this rest some. We need to let this rest some. I mean, I tell everybody, I'm a makeup artist. When you come and sit in my chair, you might come in here. I just have my eyebrows done and lipstick and lip gloss on. That's it.
Okay.
But when you sit down my chair, you're gonna be straight. You see what I'm saying? So and another thing, you said matching it. You do not supposed to put foundation on your chest.
Okay. Yeah. No, I mean just your face doesn't match like the. Okay.
Don't you don't. Okay, let me back up. 2 inches on. If somebody want to take makeup and put it all around their neck, all on their shoulder, it's up to them. But see, what you got to understand, when you go to that dance and you hug somebody, your makeup will come off on somebody. So
and the pillow too.
You're not supposed to just put it up under here. That's it. You can't put it up under here. You ain't got to bring it all down your neck. See, because again, if you go hug somebody, it's gonna come off on. You just keep it up on. You just keep it up under here. Now the matching part, I tell people, a good way you can match yourself is looking at your veins. It's depending on whether you're a cool tone, whether you're a warm tone or a cool tone. All right. Okay. Now you always set out, for example, you go to Sephora and you get some foundation, right? Now that person matching you saying it look good, right? What you always do, you wear that foundation outside. See, by that natural light, that's gonna tell you.
That's true.
That's gonna tell
Yep.
you. And then if you look in the mirror like, whoa, wait a minute, let me take this back. You see what I'm saying? But in her ring light and everything, it looks good, you know.
Yeah.
But when you walk out that door, that's why when I do my clients here, I got my ring light, but I said, let's step outside.
Okay, that's good bit of advice. Yeah, that's a good tip. That's true.
Yeah, you do that. Mm-hmm. But you don't have to. You don't have
to. Okay, good. So I always ask all my viewers and all my guests, guests, what can we do for underneath our eyes? I always have bags underneath my eyes because I go a lot of hours without sleep. I'm like, what can we do? I'm always asking for advice for that.
Now I'm not gonna sit here and lie to y'all because Miss J keep it 100. Ask me how I know. Those bags are here to stay. Yeah, it's a lot of products out there that claim they do this, they claim they do that.
I love that you're real.
I was one of the ones that was chasing it. I ain't gonna lie. Yes, I was. But then I got to realize, wait a minute. That's just to get people to buy it. Okay? Because when I start finding out, these bags were still here to stay.
Right.
They're still here to stay. So it's all about embracing it, baby. Embrace that. Now, don't get me wrong now. For a long time, I was chasing that product, that claim it's gonna make them flat all day. Oh, I was chasing that. Then I get it. And then go to a function or something. And I'm in the bathroom looking at myself at the function. I'll be like, my stupid ass. I still see my back. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just being honest. So
that's great to be honest. Yeah.
Them bags gonna be there, babies. Y'all just embrace these bags. They ain't going nowhere. They packed up, but they ain't going nowhere. They ready to go. So nah.
Okay. Okay, now we have some questions from one of our guests. He's a music producer out in Africa, and he's been waiting a long time for these questions. He came with a long list of questions, and I don't know if they're even in your field, but I guess we can entertain him. His name is Lefa, Mr. Prohibit. So here's he's funny. Here's his first question. How long does a woman enjoy a man, and how long does it take before she goes back to being hunted by new hunters?
In other words, how long will a woman enjoy him before she decides that she wants to turn her eye to somebody else? Let's just keep 100.
Yes, okay.
I'll just keep 100. My king, if you're very honest with that question, that really depends on that woman. Because honestly, when she first getting with you, I'm just saying with you, it could be with somebody else. Well, it could be somebody. But if she just get with that person, or you could be all that in a can of beans. You know what I'm saying? You could be all that. But see, time to play. The time to play house playing gets stale or bored. Now I'm going to look for something else. So that still depends on her, but it depends on you too. So let me tell you why. Because especially if you feeling this queen, okay? And y'all know what I mean by when you feeling them now. If you really feeling this queen, drop your pride, and you really feeling this queen, all right? But that depends on you. Because if you really want her to stick around, this is where the conversation got to start. Well, look, we've been seeing one another a whole year and a half, and you feeling me, I'm feeling you. I want to make this thing permanent, blah, blah, blah. Now you got to start, especially if you questioning yourself. So if you questioning yourself, you got to figure out why. Why are you questioning yourself? Why? You got to start doing something that you feel that will keep her eye right there on you.
That's true. That's very true. Khalifa Prohibit.
Right there on you. You right there on you. See, because if you don't, here it comes. But she's still trying to look at you, but here it comes. But she's still trying to look at you, but here it comes. You got to keep it right.
Okay.
That's my opinion about that, my king.
Okay. That's correct. He also wants to know what is considered nudity in both male and females, and why so?
Nudity to me is when you standing there butt naked. That's nudity to me.
Yeah,
that's my opinion. That
Yeah.
same thing with a man. But
Yeah.
now this is what I don't understand. I never understood why, like on movies and stuff, the movies is quick to show a woman, but it won't show a man. I never understood
I
that.
know. I agree with
Right.
you.
I never
Yeah. It's so
understood that.
unfair.
Anybody on
Yeah.
Facebook, know what I'm talking about? Y'all put in the comments.
And same thing.
They'll
Like,
show a
why do they
woman.
always have like
Yep.
on these movies they have like two women like hooking up, but you don't really see two
Yep,
men hooking up?
yep. I never,
Double
but that
standard.
nudity to me. Nudity
Yeah.
is skin, baby. Raw skin.
Yep. 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 Yep.
Raw skin, no clothes. And that's for men and women.
Hmm. Now here's this next funny question. He says, "What turns most women psycho when I sleep with them, and when I want out? When I want out, is that normal? Like the woman turns psycho when he wants to get out, leave the situation. Is that normal for most men? Like the women become psycho after they sleep with you?"
Okay. Now, King, I'm getting ready to go there. I'm getting ready to go there because I sense something here.
Me too.
The only reason
I got the candle going.
why I'm gonna go psycho is because you wasn't truthful with me. Let me explain to you why I
Amen.
said that. Let me explain to you why I said that. See, when you get with this girl, go on to be truthful. Look, I'm gonna let you know you're not the only one that I'm gonna be seeing. I got 2 or 3 other ladies I go see from time to time. In other words, I'm telling you, you're gonna be sharing me. See,
Mm-mm.
gonna be honest. But see,
Yeah.
you sitting there making that person think, oh, it's just me and you. What you call them? Telling lies,
Yeah.
telling lies
Mhm.
instead of just being honest. Now that's already let me know. But I'm gonna tell you why you don't do it. I'm gonna tell you why you don't do it. If it is, this is you. I'm gonna tell you why men don't do it. It's because when you tell me that, see, that's giving me my chance to decide if I want to deal with you or not.
Yes,
You
that's
ain't
true.
got the cool, and you ain't got it yet.
Yep,
You see what I'm
that's true.
saying? But you trying
Yep.
to get it. You see what I'm
Yep, that's
saying?
true.
So now
Yep.
when you going on and tell me the truth like that, you just gave me okay. Well, I tell you what, you going about your business then.
Yep, exactly.
You ain't even got the cookie jar. That's what you
Mr.
want, the
Leafa, I
cookie
hope
jar.
you listen, Mr. Leafa.
That's the cookie jar. But see,
Hmm.
that's what a lot of men do. They won't be honest. Now I'm pissed now because wait a minute, you want to break up with me? What? Or you want to stop seeing I break up because y'all ain't in a relationship? You want to stop seeing me? Oh, what really? Oh, let me say this too. Let me go and say this too. Don't always think that's what you did in the bed.
Oh
They
yeah.
got they got them
The
going
act got you
psycho.
acting psycho. Yeah, that's
Don't
exactly that's
always
right.
think that. See,
Get it?
you got to
Exactly.
think about that. You got to think about that woman feelings
Thank
involved
you.
there. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
You got
Uh-huh.
to see that thing, them thing called feelings, when they get
Uh-huh.
hurt in a woman.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because I know how I would be if it were me.
Yep.
And everybody be honest with me. Now, if a man come to me and tell me, well, look, I'm going to tell you, I really like you. I really do. We vibing real good. I'm going to tell you the truth now. You ain't the only one that I'm seeing. In other words, you share me with 3 more women. Now, see, have that conversation. Go on and have it. But you still didn't gave me an option of whether I want to deal with you or not.
True. True. So he wants to know, do women or men get the most pleasure out of sex?
Man. Oh.
Yeah.
Now, speaking from a woman's point of view, because that's what I is.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking from a woman's point of view, I feel like if we're not in the right headspace, we cannot and will not enjoy it. We
Uh-huh.
Right.
won't. We won't enjoy it. We as women, we'll be there
Mhm.
laying there, be thinking about, did I lock the car? Did I turn the eye off on the stove?
Right.
We're in the wrong headspace.
Yep.
But you men,
Huh.
jump, 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 jump. Good. Now I'm ready. I'm ready to go sleep now. But us
Right.
women, we cannot enjoy. We can't enjoy number one, when we're in a hostile environment. And what I mean by that is when you're in a relationship and it's all messed up.
Yeah.
Right.
True.
You can't enjoy it.
Mm-hmm.
You can't.
Mm-hmm.
So I really feel like men enjoy it better than women because we have our head space in so many areas. It really does.
Okay.
Especially, let me say this real quick. Especially if they done found a text message, but they ain't told you about it yet. Trying to figure out, do they want to bring that up to you? See, our head space ain't right.
Yeah.
Nah, men enjoy it better.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's sad. That's true. So he wants to know, why is it so easy for women to pretend for the longest time in a relationship? I don't know what he means pretend like the sex is good or pretend that they like him. I'm not really clear on what Mr. Lee said.
Let me try to see what he's saying. Read it again.
Okay. Why is it so easy for women to pretend for the longest time in a relationship?
Okay, pretend what? Pretend like they feeling you. Pretend like
Let me
they
see if he's
enjoying
on
the sex.
Facebook. Go ahead and expand on that. Let me see if he's on here. He might be asleep since he's in Africa.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna try to answer it both ways. So if it's pretending like they enjoy you or don't enjoy the sex, now this is my opinion. Pretending it is. Here we go again, y'all. It goes right back to being open and honest. Afraid to tell you, bro, that ain't hitting it.
Mm-hmm.
That ain't hitting it. So I'm gonna pretend.
Okay.
I'm gonna pretend that, oh yeah, you're knocking my back out. But that ain't getting it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Scared to tell you the truth.
Okay. So what are your thoughts on breakup parties?
I think that is so cool. And the reason is this right here. I want y'all to see where I'm going with this now. All right, you're in a relationship or marriage or whatever, and after 5 or 10, now let's say 5 or 10, 15 years, you finally got out of it because of whatever, because bad things was going on. You know what I mean? Bad things was going on. You know what I mean?
Yes.
You finally got the nerve to leave. You found you a safe place that you can go. You live in a different life now, blah, blah, blah. You daggone right. Let's throw a party.
Hell yeah.
You done got free. So you done got free from that over there. You done got free from that over there that done told you ugly. That done told you anybody gonna want you. That done told you ain't nothing. You don't need to go back to school because you a dummy. You see what I'm saying?
Oh,
you done got free from that. Throw you a party.
Hell yeah. Like Delia said.
Hell yeah.
You a party.
Right? Mm-hmm. Delia, do you have another question or shall I go on?
Go ahead, honey.
Okay. So, Coach Angela J., so how do you start the conversation with your partner if the bedroom is not on fire? And if you're not being fulfilled, what should we do? How should we go about this?
Okay, now I want y'all to listen at me with this. And it's still going back to being honest. First, you got to start a conversation by letting your mate know what you get ready to say to them is discomforting to you, but you want to talk about it. Put that on out there. You see what I'm saying? See, because number one, a man can't read your mind. We can't read each other's mind. We can't do that. Mm-hmm. Then you start the conversation. All right. What I want to talk to you about, I've been trying to hold off. Yeah, I know we've been married 8 years, but it's time you had these conversations. You just sit here and just bear with me a little bit. Well, I'm not being satisfied in the bedroom. Hold that thought, y'all. And what's going to happen? You can already see him or her. What the hell you mean? You already see that, right? But what you got to understand, that person is sitting in front of you, getting ready to tell you the truth about some things. Mm-hmm. And the truth that you might think that's going to be hurtful, but that truth is gonna help y'all if you're honest. Okay?
Yeah.
So now while they're
Mhm.
sitting there telling you that, you gotta let them know the reasons. You gotta be like, well, first of all, I don't feel like we're making a lot of time with one another. It's getting too routinely. Cause marriage get routine. It does. It gets so routine, so predictable. You already know what's going to take place. You don't want that no more. Y'all ladies, y'all better hear me on this. Y'all just want to tell you now. And just because you 67 years old, 57 years old, 77 years old, y'all better start going to bed in them t-shirts. You better stop doing that.
Mm.
Go right on
Oh,
there. Go on there do Victoria's Secret. You see what I'm saying? And find you
okay.
something. You see what I'm
Oh,
saying? Stop doing that.
okay.
But get back to that. Let your mate know this is what I have not been liking. This
Okay.
is something that now you okay. Let me say this, guy. I gotta say it. Sometimes we be wondering, well, why did she cheat on me with him? Have you ever stopped to think that him done something that she been wanting done for years, but she never said
True.
anything to you about it because she's been afraid to say something about it.
Mm-hmm. Or she
Y'all
did
think
tell
about
you
it,
and you didn't want to listen too.
but they want
Sometimes
to
they don't want to
listen.
listen.
They
Yeah.
don't want to listen. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So just be honest about it. Give them some examples. The one example I love to tell folks to give is this right here. Let them talk about a movie scene. And a good movie scene that I love, I still watch that thing right now. It's that movie, wait a minute, something Coppola. You know what I'm talking about? That Tyler Perry last movie that he did.
And you said
With
coconut?
yes.
Oh, okay. I don't know about the coconut one.
The Tyler Perry movie where it was Mr. Coppola, but it was with what's the singer name that sang with
What was
Destiny
the
Child? Come on with
Oh,
Destiny
it.
Child?
Roland, Callie Roland.
There you go. That last Tyler Perry movie, y'all Facebook, y'all don't talk about. Y'all know that scene where they had that body paint and they went to
Oh.
work. Do you
I
hear
haven't
me?
seen this one. I'm gonna have to see this one. I haven't
Oh,
seen this one. I
I'm
thought I
gonna
saw
go see
one.
it. I'm gonna go Google
Yeah.
it.
I do like body paint. I think it is fun.
let me tell
Especially
y'all
the glow
something.
in the dark one.
When that scene came, I had so many. Oh, but anyway,
You
bring
had a
that
lot of
scene up.
sales.
Yes, bring that scene up. See, because that's letting him know this is especially that song you would like to do. You see what I'm saying?
Hmm.
That song
Yeah.
you would like to do. Bring that up. Bring
Okay.
that up. But this is what you gotta understand. Now, while you sitting there being honest with him, don't think he can come be honest with you. Cause that's
Yeah.
his gateway. Well, you know
That's
what,
a
baby?
gateway.
Yes, you know what,
Uh,
baby?
uh,
Since you sit here being honest with me, I'm gonna go and be honest with you about something. Now you sit there, he done told you something that you've been doing to him or for him or whatever. He really never liked it, but he went along with
Mm.
it. You see what I'm
Mm.
saying? You feel me? But now y'all sitting there talking that thing out together, coming up with solutions. What we gonna do? All right. So starting
solution.
tomorrow,
Right.
starting tonight, this is what we're gonna start
Mm-hmm.
doing for one another. I mean, if you like sucking toes, you like sucking toes. I mean, if you like your toes sucked, you like your toes sucked. I mean, just be honest. That's a fetish. It is.
Mhm.
I'm just being honest, y'all. I'm keeping 100.
Yeah.
If somebody like that done to them, who are you to be saying, "Oh, you nasty"? No, if that's what aroused them. That's what they like.
Okay. True.
But just had a conversation. You
Okay.
gotta have a conversation.
Now I'm going back to the Christians. Is it bad morally to use sex toys? I don't know how they really feel about that. How does the church feel about sex toys?
All right. I've had someone to bring this up to me, and what they said to me that in the Bible it talks about bestiality or something, where they look at that as immoral to be using a toy. Now,
Oh.
but don't the Bible, don't the Bible, now, if somebody on Facebook, y'all know that scripture, put it down. But don't the Bible speak something about that bed, how that defile that bed can be, because that's between you and your husband.
Okay.
You see what I'm
Okay.
saying? But now, if you're
Yes.
if you're a single person and you're a Christian, I don't mean no harm.
Okay.
That's between you and God.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, because you know what, and we have to question the Bible sometimes too, because back in the day, it was bad, or you looked at as a bad woman if you wore nail polish. So we got to learn how to adapt with the times as well. So what used to be bad is like common now.
Exactly. Excuse me, y'all.
Oh, it's okay.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. So that depends on the person. I mean, gotta get it going.
Okay. Do you think it's bad to get divorced?
No, I don't. What I think is bad if you stay in a marriage. See, God, here we go. The Bible even talks about divorce. Now, you get your divorce through abuse, number one. I do remember that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's where it's bad at to me. When you staying
Yeah.
right there and you
Yep.
getting your tail whooped every other day, they come. Now, men get abused too. They do. Men,
Sure.
it's some nasty women out here now. Yeah, I see it on
So
Facebook.
true.
Some
It's
Yes.
so
nasty
true.
women out here.
Yeah.
That's
Uh,
true. That's true.
but that's the part I don't understand. But to get a divorce, now when you two and said that y'all have been to counseling, y'all have been in counseling 3-4 years. I mean, y'all going faithfully, but it's still not doing it. And 99% of the time, it's because I don't care how much therapy you go to, it is because those feelings has changed. They are
Okay.
gone. They're gone.
Okay.
Yeah. So get divorced and move on. See, because
Mm.
why take up space for one another when you can be with somebody and you got a smile on your face, you happy, you satisfied, instead of being with that one, you home all day.
Yeah, that's
You
true.
ready to eat, you ready to eat, or you ready to cook. You see what I'm saying? No,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
You're not here.
I-
You gotta know you gotta understand your purpose, number one.
Okay.
Hello.
Okay. Yeah, I'm
Mm-mm.
not staying if I'm not happy.
No, And you gotta be ready to gotta be honest about it.
Okay.
Mm-mm.
So is it like only older women who get like vaginal dryness?
Oh no. Mm-mm. Let me
And is there
let me
anything
go
we
and
could do
smash
about it?
let me go and smash that myth right now. No, 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 no,
Oh,
no, 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 no. Because sometimes that'll happen with cancer survivors too. With the
okay.
chemo and everything. I mean,
I
you
hear.
might
Oh,
have a 25-year-old cancer survivor. You see what I'm
Right.
saying? And
oh, okay.
that happens. Yeah, that
Okay.
happens. So no, it's not all us mature women that's going through menopause that have vaginal dryness. No. But it's I got you on that. I got
Is
you.
there anything we could do about it if you have vaginal
Oh,
dryness?
yes, it is. Let me tell y'all something. It's no need to be laying there beside your boo-boo. You done laid up there 4-5 months scared to make love to your husband because you know you're gonna hurt. See, there's no reason for that. You got lubricants for that.
Okay.
Amen.
Now, my doctor had told me it's some hormones or something that could give me, but when she made the mistake and made this statement right here. She said, well, I can, this was a couple of years ago. She said, well, I can offer you hormones, some, but they cause breast cancer. I said, I tell you what, you keep that.
Yeah.
You
Right.
keep that.
That's right.
Yeah.
I don't do none of that. No hormone therapy, none of that. I got
Good.
my bedroom candy, whole shelf just about full of all kind of lubes up here. You see what I'm
Okay.
saying? Use lubricants, y'all. And let me tell y'all
Okay.
this right here. Y'all, Facebook, I want y'all to look at me. I want y'all to look at me real good when I say this and do this. I want y'all to get lubricant. And this right here is not lubricant.
Oh,
Amen.
oh my
That's
God. That's that
nasty.
porn stuff. Yes.
That's nasty.
Yes.
That's not That's not lubricant, my babies. It's
Yeah,
not.
that's
That's
disgusting.
getting
Yeah.
that's getting all the germs out of their mouth until you know. Don't let anybody do that, y'all. No.
Yeah, I don't know why they're doing all that stuff. That's
Uh-uh.
disgusting.
Uh-uh.
Yeah.
No. Mm-mm.
Yeah, just like squirting, that's a whole other thing. That's like pee too.
It is.
People think
It
they're
really
doing
is.
something
But
exciting and it's just
but
peeing on you.
but now, honestly now, we do got that G spot. We is that?
Uh-huh.
Oh yes, we do. We got
Okay.
it.
Okay.
Oh, 2 inches up, back. Oh yeah, we
Okay.
got it.
Okay.
The story.
Because some people said it's pee.
Mm.
So we like to ask some of our guests, like, what dance moves were you doing like in your teenage years? And can you show us some of them? Do you know any of your dance moves from your teenage years?
Oh, I sure do.
Okay, show us. And make sure you talk when you do them, or else we won't be able to see them. You know, the camera only picks up when you talk.
Oh, okay. Now it sure do. It sure do. Okay. So, only one that I can really think of, and y'all probably know this one too, because it's still around. It's
You
that
know, I
one.
know.
It's that one time that DJ put it on. It's that one time that DJ put it on, right?
Mm-hmm.
Time that DJ put it on. Everybody coming on the floor, right? And y'all know what it is? It's the electric slide.
Oh yeah,
Oh, okay.
the electric style. Yeah, we
That
know the
is
electric.
still, oh yeah, let me get the tone in my head.
Okay.
Oh, it's a shark can. It's electric. Oh yeah, y'all get it right.
Okay.
Y'all know that, right?
Yes.
Yeah. That's the
Go,
slide.
Coach Angela
Then you get all nasty with it. You get all nasty with it. Slide. And then you touch that flow. You touch Yes, honey. Yes.
Jay.
Yeah,
We love it.
that was my
Thank
that,
you.
I
You got
still
your
love that
exercise
dance.
in today.
I told it. I still love that dance, y'all. I
No,
still love
we
that
all love that one
dance.
too.
Hey, I
We're
gave
almost
Facebook something to laugh about. Y'all don't y'all laugh at me, Facebook.
no, we love that. We love that. Thank you so much, Coach Angela J. We are almost done. Delia, do you have any last questions before we close out?
No, but I just had a blast with her. I love her. And
Yeah,
it's
we
a
do. We love
privilege
you,
to
Coach
know
Angela.
you.
Yes.
That's my
So,
girl.
oh, you know what? I forgot to ask this question. Coach Angela J, do you have any last words for an ex?
For an ex?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yes, I do.
Uh-oh.
Because I had one when they left me, had my baby on my hip, put his finger in my face, put his finger in my face, and he told me, ain't nobody gonna want you with your ugly ass and 3
Ooh.
children.
Look how
And walked
gorgeous
out the
she
door.
is, too.
And walked out the door.
She's
Mm-mm.
beautiful.
Yes.
But you know what, boo boo? That man there, right up in there, wanted me and my 3 children.
Yeah.
Hey.
You know what I'm saying?
Woo!
That man there, right up in there, wanted me and my 3 children.
Yes. And look
You
how
see what I'm saying?
gorgeous you look.
But see
That's
now,
probably how he feels about his ugly self.
but
Mm-hmm.
see, if my self-esteem would have been low like that, I would have believed him.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
I would have believed him. So I'm good. I'm
Mm-hmm.
good. I got
There.
I got what was meant for me that's laying in there.
That's
Yes.
right.
That one was meant for me.
Yes.
I know that. And like I said, we first like any other couple. One thing I can say, he never put his hands on me.
Amen.
Never did.
That means a lot nowadays because men
You
out
better
here.
know it.
Yeah, that means a lot. So, Coach Angela J, it was a pleasure having you on our show. We love everything about you and
Yes.
Thank
everything that
you.
you're doing. Where can our viewers go to learn more about you, your show, your products, and your services?
Well, oh gosh. If you would like to be on my talk show and podcast, Miss J's Unfiltered Talk Show and Podcast, if you'd like to be a guest, you can email me. It's the same thing I just said, Miss J's Unfiltered Talk Show at gmail.com. If you want to get in contact with me concerning Bedroom Canada, concerning services, concerning coaching, you can reach me at 252. And this is Monday through Friday from 10 to 6, 252-373-8409. Now, if I do not answer, please leave a message, okay? Now, I don't call back. If I see a number, I'm not, you got to leave me a message if I do not answer, okay? And we can take a look in it. And I forgot to mention, I do have merchandise and everything for my show. I sell that. My crowns.
Those are gorgeous. Yes.
Join the Queen Nation Squad. I have these on my merch website as well, in gold and silver. T-shirts. I do T-shirts. Everything, y'all.
Okay.
Everything. Y'all just make sure you follow me on my platform, Angela Johnson, Coach Angela J. Makeup page, Get Coded by Angela J. Artistry. Okay.
Are you on Instagram and YouTube as well?
Yes. As a matter of fact, I got 3 YouTube channels. I am so busy. I got 3 YouTube channels. Bedroom Candy by Angela J. Get Coded by Angela J. Artistry. Okay. And my talk show, MZJ Unfiltered Talk Show and Podcast. I got 3 YouTubes. It's the same for my Instagram too. Same thing for Instagram.
Okay, we will make sure and follow you on there, and we can't wait to be a guest on your show as well. Delia and I will love to be on your show when you got time for us.
Yes, I will. Y'all know that. I have had so much fun, and if I said anything that that helps someone, that's the purpose that I wanted to do.
That's right.
Yes.
That was my goal. That's my goal because I love what I do. I'm not ashamed of what I do. Nobody will ever make me feel ashamed of what I do.
Yes.
At all.
Yeah. Nope.
Because it's not the wrong with healthy sex. It's not the wrong with healthy sex. You just gotta be doing.
I'd rather be satisfied than sit up there unhappy and miserable.
Exactly. Right. Fussing all the time, mad all the time. You want to know where all that's coming from? Yeah.
Yep. Needs not being met.
Exactly. That's where it's coming from. You're sexually frustrated. That's what it's called. Sexually frustrated. Let's keep it 100. That's what it's called.
Yep. Keep it 1,000. Yeah, we love that. We can't wait to explore your page and all your different products really soon. I need to get me one of them crowns. I've got to have one of those crowns. Like I got to get one.
I sure do. Yes, we do.
Hashtag Queen Nation Squad. That's my hashtag. Queen Nation Squad.
Okay. We will definitely be getting one soon.
Yes, yes.
Thank you, Coach Angela J.
Thank you, sweetie.
What I want you to do, Spice, is when you get finished with this, let it be known. I leave it up to you. You do a spin or something, and we give away a shirt. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, we love shirts. We love free items. Okay, well, I sure will. Thank you and have a good night. Tell your husband we said hi. Thank you for all the wonderful suggestions that he helped with this episode and all the work he does behind the scenes. It's a pleasure to know both of you guys. You have a good night.
Much, my love.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Hopefully we see you in person one of these days real soon.
Oh, yes. Yes.
Okay. Have a good night.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye-bye.